Hello YouTube, Zachnafinakinite here, and the CD review is going to be of the Rosetta Stone, An Eye for the Main Chance. I had to look because my memory sucks ass. And yeah, no, this is one of the first ever like properly goth albums that I acquired in my journey to just sort of finding myself, as well as learning what the hell goth even is in the beginning, which yeah, it feels like a while back in terms of just everything I've learned, all the personal growth and such. But on the other hand, it almost feels like yesterday that I was unwrapping this thing. Yeah, it was a gift, so be it. But yeah, no, this thing, evidently, because I was already kind of looking at it, um, is pretty expensive just because of how rare it is, especially a newer copy. The only reason it's cracked and taped is because I guess the mail guys were just assholes about it. Although, evidently, I think someone may or may not have it a little worse. I remember somebody's vinyl album getting broken in half just to fit in the box. Comment down below if you've ever had assholes like that delivering your shit. But yeah, no, this is a really great album. I love the hell out of it. I only wish Portal King looked like this now as well as then. These days he almost looks like he kind of looks like one of those kids you would have seen during the MySpace age, where it was the haircut where it was all like a side fringe, but it was parted all the way to the side like a comb over the whole forehead, and maybe one eye was covered with the hair, and it was all straightened. And he kind of has that hair now, as well as like a fucked up circle beard that looks drawn on. He looks like one of those kids drew a circle beard on, is what I'm trying to say. It's not a good look. It's whatever if he prefers it. But one thing I also noticed, just because the songs are as similar as they are, is it's almost impossible to bring up An Eye for the Main Chance without mentioning Adrenaline, which is another CD of theirs. Just because the songs are as similar as they are. I actually like a couple more songs, the versions of them on this one, than I would this one. But I guess because this one is the first one I heard, it's just, I don't know, I just feel more bonded to this one. Shadow has audio from Hellraiser in it, which, you know, I'm going to be all over that. Leave Me for Dead, that one is one of the only few, to my knowledge, that has an actual music video. And I know because the MTV logo was there back when MTV actually had a purpose. Particularly one that fits its name. Funnily enough, the next one on here is Sense of Purpose, which, yeah, this one's cool, but you can barely hear the chorus. You know, outshine, overshadow, throw you into the shade. I've actually got some of the lyrics, if you've ever wondered what those pages are behind me on my fucked up wall. I've got lyrics from Sense of Purpose on that wall there that I just kind of wrote down with a cool frame around it. Deeper is one of the other songs of theirs that I first discovered. An Eye for the Main Chance, titular song for the album. Slower than the others, just because I guess their instrumentals are a little more jovial and upbeat, despite a lot of the things they're singing about. Something Strange. Honestly, it feels like if they had the technology for it then, this one particularly, because of the instrumentals, and or a few of them that are coming up, you know, just a lot of these sound like something that you would have seen maybe Magda Rakosi from Dark Shadows dancing to on the radio if they'd had the technology for that. It's very, I don't know, it just feels like something that kind of people would listen to. You know, evidently no one really likes using the word gypsy anymore. I'm not sure why. Off to Google I go then later on. Reason. This was another one where what was it? There was one other goth channel talking about this song. How the guitar themes were really catchy. You know, it's an off-key sound, but still very rhythmic in its own weird way. It's one of those things you have to hear to understand. But I really like that song, Reason. Um, Heart and Soul. At first, I thought, just because I don't listen to, at least not that much, Joy Division, that this was a cover that they'd done, but it sounds so much different, and even the lyrics sound different. I don't know. It's another one of their slower and deeper ones, though. Forevermore is it's Forevermore. No, it's another one of those instances where, if you've ever noticed how, especially when you're watching Dark Shadows, how some people just pronounce certain words almost intentionally the wrong way. I think it's an English thing. Maybe they just, because in Forevermore they mention a carnal house, but they're calling it a charnel house, and I thought for the longest time that's how you pronounce that shit. They say foyer instead of foyer in Dark Shadows, which that's kind of what, yeah, don't go down that rabbit hole with me. Subterfuge, this one is, it almost sounds like something that would play, especially the beginning part of it during one of the old school Castlevania themes. It's not quite metal enough, but it's just, I don't know, it's got old school metal sounds to it. Funnily enough, the next song on this list, speaking of which, is When the Levee Breaks, which I think this is mostly, their cover is mostly inspired by the Led Zeppelin version. Is that one? Is that who did it? I don't know. It's totally not my genre, but yeah, I remember, especially at some point, my father wanting to listen to this. He was just like, dude, When the Levee Breaks, is this what I think it is? And I'm just like, yeah, we'll give it a chance. He was listening, I don't hear any harmonicas. This one, the final one, though, If Only and Sometimes. This, it's such a good one, I almost wish it was also on Adrenaline, because there's two versions, to my knowledge, of it as well. But it's on, I think, one of their earlier ones, even before this, so I don't know, it's just a fun, this one's definitely a very gypsy-esque sounding one. This video's gonna get fucking cancel cultured out the ass if I keep saying that word. But yeah, no, love the hell out of this album. Would totally recommend if you could get it, you know, without having to lose an arm and a leg. This thing's like $100 almost. And somebody damn close to me was, you know, willing to help a friend out. So it meant a hell of a lot, especially since at the time I didn't think I'd be able to get it from them. So, or even at all, I don't think. But yeah, no, that's it's a bit of a quicker review just because I didn't really have very much time for that many jokes. But I don't know, it just feels like lately I've hit a bit of a creator's block. But I do have a surprise coming up. It's kind of a big one. It's like an old school, wait a minute. Hang on, I just got a notification from Doug Bradley's channel. By the way, Pinhead, his actor, Doug Bradley, has a YouTube channel. I want to check that out. Anyway, yeah, no, I've got a bit of a surprise from ye old school days of GA, back before shit went sideways with that. What few people that do still admire and trust me are still going to be able to get a kick out of that video coming up. It's I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, it involves paper mache. You're going to like what you see. But if you like what you see now, please like. Feel free to share your obscure little thoughts in the comments below, as well as to share the video itself. Subscribe if you wish to see more. Don't forget to hit the bell if you do. And as always, thank you so very much for watching, and I love you all.